So we've just hit January and we're all really trying quite hard to make health our priority, whether that may be changing or cleaning up what we're eating or getting your body moving a little bit more. But do you know that making health your priority doesn't have to be some giant, intense, insane overhaul? It actually comes down to small compound changes that happen every single consistent day that end up producing the most incredible results over time. Now, these small daily actions or these small daily habits that we start to implement into our lives are what really do make those big changes over time. And they can seem small, they can be small. And initially you might at the start of January feel like you have to do some huge big overhaul, some huge big challenge, some huge big health kick, and you work on your fitness, you work on your diet, you work on your mindset, you work on your finances, all in one big hit. And because there's so many changes going on in your lifestyle, it's really hard for us to maintain that. So what I want you to think about is the compound effect. So think about compound interest. Little bit every day, and it ends up being an absolutely incredible result by the end of the year. Think about that with your small improvements around your healthy habits. It might be things like adding in that one extra class a week, just one extra class a week, and you work on that for the first month. And as you start doing that, and over the course of the year, you've done 52 extra classes. Imagine the impact, that benefit that you're going to have from doing 52 extra classes during the year that you wouldn't have otherwise. It's going to be extremely beneficial for us. Think about changing your iced chocolate at your lunch break, or that big heavy full milk latte, to a cup of tea once or twice a week instead of your 5 times a week. That is going to make an incredible difference to the amount of calories you're putting in your body, but also to the amount of fat and the sugar that you're putting into your body as well. It's like taking the stairs instead of the elevator at work. And yes, there might be days you don't feel like it, but maybe look at it like, all right, once a day, I'm going to take those stairs instead of taking the elevator. And that every day taking that big flight of stairs over the 365 days of the year is going to make such a huge difference. And guys, it's a matter of maybe parking 5 minutes earlier than you would. So leaving home 2, 3, 5 minutes earlier than you normally would, parking your car and giving yourself those 3, 4, 5 minutes of space just to do some mindfulness, just to sit and breathe, just to be grateful for what you've got, to set yourself up well for the day ahead. These small little focused actions, these small little habits that you start to build into your life are going to make an incredible impact, physical, mental, emotional impact over the course of the entire year. So think compound effect, not huge big hit, and it's far less overwhelming for us.